Okay, hi everyone. This is my fourth or third attempt. The issue is my phone keeps shutting down when it gets too hot, and I'm filming this in 60 FPS, so that might be a reason. So I'll keep it shorter. I'll show you the function right now, the distance function. And these lights calculate the distance which you're at, like the sensor, and when you're too far away, it will shut off the monitor after 40 seconds. Sadly, you cannot put this to a custom key. You have to go into the menu each time when you want to change the distance or the settings. So let's show you how to do that. You go to ergonomics. Oh, I'm sorry. You go to eco. It's an eco sensor. Turn it on first, and then you turn the. If you want to see when it's activating, you turn the sensor meter on. You can also turn it off so you don't see when it's activating. And then you choose the distance. So I calculated for the middle distance. It will activate when you're a meter away. So it's 100 centimeters. I think that's like 3 feet or something like that. When you're away from the monitor, it will activate. So this is like the distance I'm at right now, and it's too far. It's too close in my opinion, because when you have it on close, you will actually be like, you'll have to maybe be within 50 centimeters in order for it not to activate, which some people might be, but for medium, it's fine if you're working, but as soon as you want to relax and watch a movie, it's a bit too sensitive. So we also have the far meter, and I'll just show you when middle activates, and then we'll show you when far activates. So this is about like a good distance meter away from the monitor, and you'll see it activates from the bottom right. It shows you the eco function, and after 40 seconds, it'll just shut off. The nice thing is when you are immediately in front of it, it immediately goes away. And it'll also immediately, instantly turn on the monitor, which is really cool. So let's change the distance to far. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky in my opinion. Like, the sensor has to see you. Now let's say I'm 1.5 meters away. So like what, 5 feet in US, and it still is not activating the eco sensor. So now I'm, let's say 7-8 feet away, 2 meters. It's still not activating it, and you can see I'm right in front of the sensor as well. And now it is activating. So this is a mode which would activate if you're standing up, actually leaving. So at 2 meters, I figured out the distance activates at far. It would be nice if there would be something in between medium and far, because I realized yesterday when I'm at the kitchen, which is around 3 or 4 meters away, yeah, it's a student apartment, and you have the light on, the sensor will not activate because it sees the light. So it's in dark areas, it will also react differently, the sensor. But yeah, nevertheless, a really, really cool function. I like it a lot because I always turn off my monitor when I am away. And I always, when I watch a movie on the TV, which is right here, I also have to turn it off physically, but this turns it off by itself. The downside is I think it affects the USB port. I'll check into that if anyone is curious about it. Meaning if you have any USB things connected and it shuts off, it'll shut off those as well. Actually, it doesn't, sorry. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It only shuts it off when you turn on the monitor physically. But also what I wanted to note before I go out, after 2 hours in this mode, when it's off through the eco sensor, it shuts off by itself. So that shutting off deactivates the USB stuff. So if you're charging something, if you have a hard drive connected, after 2 hours in the eco mode, when it's shut off, it'll shut off completely, including the USB connected items. So if you want to plan on charging your phone the whole night and it shuts off, then it'll only charge for 2 hours. Just so you know that. I mean, it's a useful info. Okay, up next we will be coming to the sensor light. It's the same thing. Basically, you can only access it on standard mode, by the way. So you have to go. Okay. So let's go into standard. We're in standard, and now you can see that brightness is grayed out because I set it in ergonomics this time, eye protect. You can turn it on, you can turn on the meter as well to see when it activates, or if it's activated and what it is activated with. So now it shows full brightness outside, meaning it is so bright in my room that it makes the brightness to the maximum. I was watching a video a while ago and realized that it actually went a bit down at some point, even though the brightness remained. So it might be a bit glitchy.